How you doing?
Good. I'm good.
Right. All right. Good. You do it.
Good morning.
Yeah, you do it really well. Yeah, not as good as my granddaughter, though.
No.
Even though she likes you better than me. Yeah.
Made my day.
Good morning, everybody. This is to kind of do that Q&A video that we talked about. And there's so many questions that came in, so many questions, a lot more than I was expecting. So thank you very much for your curiosity. And actually what we're going to do is probably break this question and answer time up into a number of videos because no one wants to watch a 2-hour video. No one wants to make a 2-hour video.
Nope.
But first of all, so it's been a little over a week since we finished. Oh, 2 weeks.
It's been 12
Almost
days.
12 days. What have you been doing for 12 days?
Done nothing.
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 How many hikes you gone on in 12 days?
Zero.
Yeah.
No, not one. I walked around, picked it a little bit.
Okay, well that counts. I mean, we did that on the hike, so yeah.
Yeah.
Did you stop back in at the Backpackers?
Yeah. Same
Did you?
one. Yeah.
You stayed there too?
Yeah.
Was that guy still in the room?
I didn't stay in the same room.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see him.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
but there's a lot of other people.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Okay. All right. And the bus rides, how were they?
Long.
Yeah.
No, but they weren't bad. Got free Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Yeah. I was home in about 5 hours on the airplane.
It took me about 5 days to get here. And it took you about
5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah. About that. Yeah. So, but you saved half the money that I did too.
I did.
Yeah. All right. So you ready for this Q&A time?
I was born ready.
You born ready?
I'm born ready.
How many times did I hear that on the train? I was born ready. All right. So let me pull up our questions here.
Alrighty.
I was going to print them on paper, but I'm out of printer ink, so I'm fancy with my iPad.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. So the first set of questions are about the preparation and planning that you and I did to get onto the TA.
To get onto the TA.
To get on the TA.
All
So Nick Cox 922 wants to know what made you want to hike the TA.
It's not very professional. I like the longevity of it and the adventure. And just going from one point to another is really cool.
Right.
Which is what we always talked about when we went skipping and stuff. Just that continuous journey was always kind of the best part for me.
Yeah.
And I watched Lord of the Rings a lot.
Yeah.
So that's
there you go.
That
There you
factors
go.
into quite a lot.
Yeah. For me, it was I have a notebook that I listed about 5 or 6 reasons for me, and one was to leave a story for my family growing up. You know, the generations that would come. I wanted them to have that kind of story. I wanted to do. I always figured long journeys are epic, and I wanted to do something epic. Health. I wanted to do something healthy, and I wanted to remember how to be uncomfortable. How to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I wanted to learn how to relax while planning. Yeah, that one didn't work so well.
You can't get them all.
Yeah, you can't get them all. Yeah, got to save something for the next one. But yeah. So that was kind of the big thing. And I looked at doing one of the big trails over in the States, but getting over there and logistics and all that, it was just easier for me to do the TA here in my backyard. So yeah. Serena Combrick 4492 has a few questions. How long did it take from the day you made the decision to walk to Araroa to actually walking it?
It's weird. When I came to New Zealand last year, I heard about the Araroa for the first time. Araroa.
Yeah, that's right. TA.
TA for the first time. And I thought I'd want to do it, but I didn't book my tickets till. And that's when I booked my tickets. I kind of did it in a quick moment. My boss kind of spurred me on a little bit.
Yeah.
She was like, just book it. So I did that in June. So I kind of was planning from June to October. So like 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started looking into doing it in about 2020, but then kept putting it off. So then it got to the point where I'm not getting any younger. I got to get it done now.
Yeah.
Another question was how do you start prepping once you've made the decision to walk to Araroa? You start talking to people to get them to try to talk you out of it.
Yeah.
I did. I let people try to talk me out of it. Just heard a lot of you're crazy, but yeah. Once I started doing that, then it was all on making all the plans. What about you?
I didn't do a lot. I get
Really? preparation.
I didn't even try and get fit. I wanted to, but I was always so busy with work. And I just mostly looked at the North Island stuff. I knew the Northland pretty well.
Yeah.
Auckland onwards was a bit of a mystery. I didn't find out we
It
had to
still
canoe.
is.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I found out about the canoeing like 2 weeks before I left, and I was like, I don't know how to canoe.
Yeah,
that
really?
sounds fun.
Do we want to go there?
No, let's move past that.
Okay, cool. Travel Chipmunk 3396. How did you plan for an adventure like this?
Yeah, again, I just kind of dove in.
Yeah.
You have to save money, obviously.
Yeah.
Can't just dive into that. So I worked a lot, but to save a lot, and that obviously meant I couldn't prep a lot.
Yeah.
Because I was working a lot.
Yeah.
But that was mostly it, just working extra.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows this, but I kind of do a little bit of planning and organizing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that?
I've heard it on the grapevine.
Yeah, okay. For me, I watched 3 years worth of YouTube videos, and this last year there were two guys, one Niall that we're going out to lunch with today.
Mm-hmm.
I watched his, and then another guy, Robin's Diaries. He's got a question on here. I'll highlight him later. And both those guys I watched on my iPad and had my phone with the far outs notes, and I made notes in the far outs all the way across. So hey guys, this is a good spot for us to tent or coming up and all that kind of stuff. So that was probably the biggest thing. Obviously savings too is a big thing. That was about a year's worth of savings to be able to get that done. Yeah. Arnold Vandelock, 2079. All these have numbers after them. I don't know why that is.
Common names,
I guess. Yeah, Arnold Vandelock. That's a common name. Yeah,
everyone's called Arnold Vandelock.
Yeah. How many do you know?
There's at least 2,079 of them.
Wow. Yeah, okay. Anyways, did you walk a lot of preparation miles before you started the TA? Yeah.
I did it in my head.
Okay.
I kept planning to walk preparation miles.
That's important. See the planning. You're doing the planning.
I did the planning.
Yeah. We've got Tomato Peak up behind our house, and I did that, but not nearly as much as I wanted to. But I think I got up to maybe 18 kilometers in a day once, but most of the time it was like 5 to 8 kilometer just climbing.
Yeah.
And actually, it's one of those things on the trail, that's where you start getting your health, really.
Yeah. It's consecutive. I did one walk with a guy named Dan at work who was in the ex-army.
Oh,
it went so quick. It was like 20 Ks, and I was nearly dead at the end of it.
Yeah.
That was it, really.
Cool. User ZI3MO2PL3Q asked this: what is the most useful thing you did to prepare for the trail?
That's a really good question.
It is.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'll give you a chance to think, because I wrote down some answers. For me, watching those YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And doing all that planning. Also watching gear videos to kind of really dial in my gear. And then joining the Araroa Facebook groups. Got a lot of information on those as well.
Yeah. I guess the Facebook groups for me.
Yeah.
Definitely. I didn't watch much YouTube. Yeah. I watched that Araroa in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
To get a really in-depth look.
Yeah. In 7 minutes. Yeah.
But mostly I just kind of told myself,
yeah,
mentally prepared.
Right. Okay.
Not physically.
Yeah, right. Ray Perry, 1763. Kurt and Richie, how did you manage to convince your employer or clients to give you time off?
I'm super lucky.
Yeah.
So, I got great
You
bosses.
got charisma too. Yeah.
So I work at a campsite, so I only work 6 months of the year anyway. I can work the rest, but it'd have to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I work typically April to October, and then October till April again. I got nothing on.
Yeah.
So yeah. So and they're super great, my place. So I just left.
Yeah. I met your bosses one time when you were calling them.
Yeah.
And really nice people. Really nice people. So, yeah. For me, because I pastor a church and I also counsel. Pastoring the church was just preparing the church for other leaders to step up and take that place, which was they did a fantastic job. And then the counseling, that's probably took more time. I had to spend probably 4 or 5 months leading up to it, stopped taking clients, kind of wound down, but I also had a couple other counselors in the area that took over some of the people I was counseling that weren't quite finished yet. So the more difficult convincing my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was fantastic about that. Really fantastic. Were people contacting you when you had reception with work-related requests? I had like 3 people that wanted to talk, and I just referred them on to other counselors because this was sabbatical for me as well, and I needed that kind of a rest. What about you?
No. My boss is super good with that, but usually I go back early and help out.
Right.
And this year, and it's usually a horrible job because
Oh, yeah.
it's like, you gotta do all the
Cleaning the toilets.
clean everything, and get it all. At the end of the year, you put everything away, and then you gotta take it all back out again and again. So I've missed all that. So I've been getting some messages like, I'll do all the work.
Must be nice.
I think he knows, but I haven't had any.
They're probably saving some up for you when you get back.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they want me back a couple of days early.
Yeah.